Hello, welcome to this segment on custom URL. By custom URL, we understand that it will be very hard, of course, for you to actually remember this kind of long address, right? And because if people ask you, okay, how do we get your website? It will just not look okay for you to, have to dictate this to everyone. They can make mistake just by forgetting, something along the way. But it's also possible that you could just give them something you like this notify academy.sh, or it could just be your business name, your business name or something like that .com. You just want something easy that people can resolve to. So before we actually do that, I'll actually want us to understand the types of Google accounts. Basically, there are majorly two types of Google account. We have the personal and all free Google account, which for example looks like this. Okay, say IE let's see, notify fams. I will do at gmail.com. So based on our screencast, right, the personal free Google account are actually the ones that end with the at gmail.com, right, while the business accounts are actually accounts that have things like maybe if you've been following our video from the beginning, there was an account we created for director at notify fams dot website. Actually, not in this series, I mean some of our other videos basically, but this is actually how a business account look like. And so when you get to creating the custom URL, right, I'll tell you it will vary depending on the type of account you're using to build a website. If you're using this first one, the approach will be slightly different than if you're using this one, but we're going to teach you both approach. Before I start, I'll actually advise that everything you need to do, it's good you signed up on our website, basically. So for support and all, basically you have to be a customer to actually to be able to seek for support and the rest. But I could tell you, based on our offering, that at this stage I think you will agree that we've been very fair enough. So let's say, for example, you want to register a custom URL. So what we're saying is you go to our website, which is you go to our website, you type www.notifyic.com. So you land here, so you bring out your business name, maybe that you're looking for. Yes, notify, let's say exclusive, yes, and dots, something XYZ, and you look at it. So yeah, once you search for it, you click search, it will show you the availability, and you know all of the other options. Basically, you can see very cheap. You add to cart. Yes, you make your payments and everything. We will prefer you to actually purchase the domain from us, because at this stage of the custom URL, you're gonna do some things that are a little bit technical, and at this stage, what you only need to do is just buy the domain from us, and the rest we offer you free support. And also on your domain, we're going to be giving you free SSL, but it has to be from us. If you're watching this video and your domain is actually not with us, I'm afraid we won't be able to support you at this point, but of course you could still watch the video and actually see how you could go about it. So for people that have successfully purchased the domain and so on, so if you're using like the personal account, so we'll start with this, for example. Okay, so with this, so this is an example of a personal account. As you can see here, I'm using this account, notifyfams@gmail.com. Yes, so to get to the site area, I just want to show us the difference. So you go to site.google.com, remember I actually emphasize that repeatedly. yes. So for me to be sure that I'm actually on the correct account, I'm going to come here. I'm going to click this. Okay, so I'm actually in the correct account. The reason why I'm doing this is if you're having multiple Google accounts, this is a good way for you to to know the active account you're currently on. So here now you click on your site that you've built. Basically, I'm actually using a plain one here since I'm trying to just show us the steps for us to configure our custom URL. So yeah, so let's say this is a completed website, and what's the domain we actually yes, we purchased. Let's say this is our business name. We want people to be able to type this in. Yes, so let's say this is the domain. Yeah, let me just keep it here. It's not business name. Let me just keep it here. Then yes, we can always come back to it. Yeah. So now let me go back. Yes, so this is our website, right? So the first thing you do for custom URL is if you're using the personal and the free account, the one that ends with at gmail.com, right? You come to the top right here, you click on settings, right? Once you click on settings, you could see custom URLs, right? So you click on custom URL, then it's asking you that make it easier for people to visit your site with custom URLs, like so they're asking us to put something here. So I'm gonna put www dot then I'll put the domain we just purchased. Now this is one of the reasons why I said you have to purchase the domain from us, because there are extra steps of not very technical if you're a techie person, but this is where we believe you need some support in terms of domain verification and little configuration, which we do free, provided you actually patronize us with the domain, because it takes 1 or 2 steps for us to achieve that also. So what you do at this stage is you're going to click on, yes, even though you've purchased the domain from us, you still click on verify domain ownership, because it needs to be verified, right? So when you get to this page, now one of the things I like doing when I get to any new page, I always want to ensure that yes, I'm in the current account, okay, which is correct. So you come under verification method, right? So you're going to select your domain name, yes, provider. So basically domain name provider. Okay, so the domain name provider, could select yes, Namecheap, because actually we are actually they are partners also, so select Namecheap, or basically you could come down here and just select order, the last option on the list. Any of the two works, right? But for the purpose of this demo, I want us to select order, so that I won't select maybe the Namecheap. But it's good to let you know that we are actually partnering. We have actually integrated with Namecheap to provide this service for our customers, basically. Yes, so you select order, right? And you can now see that it has given you some steps here. It says follow the steps below to create a DNS, domain name system record, that proves to Google that you own this domain. It says we should do a step, add a TXT record below to the DNS configuration for this domain, www.notifyexclusive.xyz, and it actually wants us, so this now, ideally you're supposed to copy this, you copy this, the TXT, right? So you could just copy this. Let me put it somewhere on this notepad, let me just keep it somewhere. Yeah, because you're supposed to send that to us for support. TXT, yes, record, So we're gonna do 2 options. So this is the TXT record. Yes, that needs to be created for the domain, right? So once you've done this, you copy this TXT record, then you send it to us when you actually log into your account, and you've actually you create a ticket, right, to say you want to do this. Once you send that to us, we're going to help you add this and actually do what we need to do behind the scenes, right? So the second method, alternatively, because once we are done, we're going to reply back to the ticket, right, to tell you that you just click on verify, just click on verify and everything should be good, right? Basically, to get here, let me actually go back. Let me close this once again. If you're using, yes, a free account, right, you just come back here, right? Click on settings, click on custom URL, provide the domain that you have actually registered, which for us here it's actually Notify exclusive, right? You put it here. Google will want you to verify that you own. You have to convince Google that you own it, right? So so you click here, it takes you to a new page. Of course, ensure that you are in the active account that we're using. You select under these options here. I said I'll prefer the last option, even though we're working with Namecheap, right? Order. Then you copy this and you send to us, right? Now, there is an alternate option here. Can you see? Try an alternate option. So I want you to send us both, so that basically one of the two options will work, and it's very straightforward too. So for the alternate option, you're going to click on this, which is add a Cname record. So I'm going to click on it. Yes. So what you're going to do also here is you're going to have Cname label and host. You copy this somewhere. This is what you're going to send to us, right? Cname, yes, and host, and yes, and the second one also is Cname destination and target, right? So let me just copy this, and put somewhere, basically, of course. So now I'm gonna copy this first one now, basically, so I'll paste it here. Then I will also copy the second one, which is this. You copy, yes, you paste here. Exactly. So let me just make sure that there's space. So you're gonna send us what you're gonna send us these three items. Yeah, when you create a ticket on our website with support. So once we see it with your domain, we already know what to do. We just add it up for you and everything will fine. Now, when we're done, and your domain will automatically be verified. You just come back to this page and just click on verify. Everything will be fine, right? So one of these are the indicators you will see that everything is fine. There is actually a prototype account. I've actually done. Worked on. Yes. So yes, this is actually one of the accounts. So when you click on, look at the account you used here. Okay, this was the previous one we used for the learning, right? So on this account, this is another personal Gmail account. So you click on settings here, basically, then you click on custom URL. So once the verification is successful, you're going to see that the domain will be successfully added. This assign will be enabled. You just click on it and it will be fine. Then once anybody that wants to now get to your website, they just copy. Once you give them the address, you just copy it. Let's go to they just type www.yourwebsite, then they just hit it up, and automatically it resolves. And you see that it will even come with like an SSL, basically. So this is actually how to handle the first part, which is if you're working with a free Gmail account, this is actually how we can help you get that done. Now, the second step, if you've actually built your website using a business account. By business account, let me come here. So we're done with this. So I'm going to close this, right? So using a business account, yes. For the business account, everyone that has either a business account, an education account, a non-for-profit account, a government account, each one of you have access to what is called Google Admin Console, right? So let me type that out here. Yes, Google Admin Console. And how do you get to the Google Admin Console? You do HTTPS, then you do admin.google.com. So once you type this, yes, you get to the Google Admin Console. This is the Google Admin Console, So once you enter any of your accounts, you could still come to this top right, click here. This will let you know, yes, the account you're logged in with. So in this case, you could see that it ends with the @notifyfarms.website. So this is how you differentiate in your business account, because of they are not like the conventional Gmail. So in this case, I'm going to also go to sites.google.com. Now we want to learn how we can use the business account to do that. So let me click on this top right. Okay, you see in this case now, it's Gmail. So no, we don't want the one for the Gmail. We're using this one. So I'll select this account. So it should take us to the site of the second one, you know. So, okay, this is the first time getting here. Yes, I'll say got it. Yes, sure. So let me check. Okay, you see, so this, the account is fine. So what I'll do is I'll close this previous one. So we just have this one here. So I'm going to click on a blank site, for example. Yeah, it's opening. Exactly. So I just want to, yes, let's just give it a business account, something like that. Let's say, yeah, I just want to give it a title. Yeah, so yes, okay. Yeah, okay. So business account, okay, that looks fine. Okay, let me also see if we could do, okay, business account, just to give it a, yes, name, basically. So now to you know, make your custom URL and business account. Now, same step. First, confirm you're in the active account. Second step, you come to settings. But now, this looks interesting. If you look through, you will notice that you can't find custom URLs here. You understand? So because it's the business account, so you can do your custom URL via this path. You can map yours through the Google Admin Console. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close this because it's not relevant to us here. Make sure you've purchased your domain, right? Then you now come to your Google Admin Console. To get to your Google Admin Console, remember you're going to do admin.google.com, right? So once you get to the Google Admin Console here, you just come to the search bar here and just type sites, you know. So once you type sites, you see this, and just go to the options that say settings for sites, you know, just click settings for sites. Then, you know, once you see all the settings, of course, it's on for everyone. Just go to the last option, you know, on the list, which says, then you find custom URL, right? You know, yes. So you find custom URL, basically. And in this case, to add a custom URL, you have to click here, add custom URL. You click on this, new site, you know, yes. New site is checked, you know, you do continue. Then you're going to provide the URL of the site here. Remember, let's go back to the business account. When you publish your website, you know, so let me assume I'm publishing this, for example. You know, when you publish your website, you know, it gives you that long address, you know, just like the one, yes. So like this one, for example, this one I just created, this business account. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, let me copy this. Okay, business account, you know, so let me just keep it here for use so I can pick it up. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this down. Yes, so in this case now, go to the admin console, right? So it expects us to enter this URL, but understand the way it says we should enter this, right? If you see, you know, with the sites and all, basically. But this is what I want to tell you. So I'm gonna put it here. You see it says invalid URL. It expects us to take out this first part, you know, then it looks fine. Then, you know, it's no longer showing the red flag. Then the next thing for us to do is to click continue, you know, and it's asking you want to put www, then, you know, you're going to check here, then you put www here, you know, then you say, you see notify farms, that's website, you want people, then you say continue, you know, this is for the business account. Then of course it's asking that you know, that there are also some technicalities of some things that needs to be done here, right? Then once everything is fine, then, you know, we'll now click on add custom URL. Then, you know, eventually once this is added, it will take some hours, you know. Then later you're going to notice that this check will become green, you know. But this is the procedure for the business account. So, and this, we are going to be providing support, as I said, for either you're using the business account, you know, either you're using the business account or the free account. If you are using a custom URL for your website, make sure that you purchase your you know, the domain from our website, right? www.notifyic.com. Now from there it's easier for us because we provide free support, free SSL. Then we just take it up from there. We just, because it's our duty now to make sure that everything here that I've shown you here should work 100% according to plan, basically. And if you notice, we also we're 100%, not almost, we're 100% focused on Google Workspace, right? There's actually something coming up soon, basically. It will be here, but let me show you if this is successfully verified. So this is what you see. You see something that looks like this. Let me click here. Okay, let me click here, then I click here. You see, so this is an account that previously verified, and everything was successful. Custom URL, you could see the long URL, you could see this the green check here, then you could see yes. So people can just type www.notifyacademy.sc. So if I click this right now, it opens in a new tab, and if you notice, it's going to resolve to what we just saw, yes, basically. And you also see that it comes with the the free SSL, as I've put here also, and it looks beautiful, basically. So if you've done this, I think you're good to go. So yes, in the coming weeks, I'm sure, even as I'm publishing this, there will be something here called Learning Center, right? For the Learning Center, this is one of the things also we're doing for our customers. Basically, our customers are people that well, you're watching this video, we believe you're a prospective customer, and also people that are buying the Google Workspace through us, and also people that are building free websites using normal Google accounts, right? So what we believe Google has lots of offerings, basically, like, let me show you this account again. This is the normal Gmail, right? You could say normal Gmail, but if you see here that Google has lots of tools, so we've actually come to the agreement that we're going to teach each of our customers, just how to use each one of those tools. The whole overall objective is to see how we can support your business in the best way. So yes, and all of the videos, you don't pay anything, we create it. It's part of how we're supporting our customers, basically. So our customers are people that, as I said earlier, so we deal in Google Workspace. At the same time, also we're integrated with the domain, with the setup and everything, basically. So I hope this session has been very interesting. So once you sign up on our website, and your domain is good, your custom URL, everything should be fine in about 24 to 48 hours, because of propagation and everything. So you just give 48 hours for us to complete all of those things. So thank you. Take care.